Afternoon, everyone. I hope you are enjoying your Friday afternoon. And I'm just coming on live to do my last wee bit. Hopefully, Justina, our editing guest, will be able to join us soon. But you know what? Life gets in the way sometimes. So I was just going to finish off the 5 points to remember when you are filming and editing video for your business. So these were more along the lines of extras that you would use. So it's when you're creating a video for the likes of YouTube, you need to think about the title. You need to do some keyword research and put your keywords in your title and keyword phrases as well. And also in your description. So you use your description to load it with keyword phrases and words all throughout the description. And then you can also use it when you are writing up what you're talking about in the episode. If you write the timestamp in it as well, it helps your audience to jump to the bits that they want to see. They also see that there's parts of the video that they want to watch, and they'll probably watch it all. And when I said earlier about your LinkedIn videos, your YouTube videos, the more important thing is the view length, sort of duration time that people have watched, rather than the clicks, likes, and comments. You really want duration length, people to stay on your videos, and then to click through at the end to another video, preferably within YouTube, to rank higher in YouTube. So to get them to do that, you would also have to create end cards. End cards are something that you can add, so they can be a link to another video or suggested video, or excuse me, I've had trouble speaking all day today, to subscribe to your channel. You can also add links to another thing on your website. So say a download or a link to something on your website. So driving traffic from LinkedIn to your website is great for you. Can a little bit of what's the word? It can penalize you a little bit on YouTube for your algorithms. So it's worthwhile experimenting and doing it in some videos, not in a lot. Where I sort of learned this from was Primal Video with Justin Brown and Mike Brown. So there's another example of some people that do video really, really well that I follow and am a member of. So your description, whether it's in YouTube or in whatever social platform you have, is really important for keywords and keyword research, as well as putting tags in. And then when you're doing videos, you need intros and outros. So you would have a short piece. Hi, my name's Gail. I'm going to talk about this, to get them hooked into the video. Then you can do your proper intro into whatever it is. This is my video for this website, so Video Visibility Lounge. Join me, talk about videos, our problems with videos, solutions for creating video for a business. And you would make that quite small. And then you get into the main part of the video. So this is talking about specific videos for the likes of YouTube, and then making a hook to keep them there, giving them some information about what you're going to talk about, then giving them possibly a bonus or an extra, sort of a freebie, a download or whatever if they stay. So tell them that they'll maybe get that later on if they stick with the video. And then the bulk of the content, and constantly give them solutions to the problems that they may have. And that will be down to keyword research as well. So an intro and an outro can be 10, 15 seconds long, and really helps with keeping people watching your videos. So next off, if you're doing videos for your business, there's a few things you think about, and one of them would be framing. So if it's you, talking head video, frame it so that you're at eye level. And I keep looking down because I'm just checking my notes that I want to make sure I'm getting all these points too. But make sure it's at eye level, not you're looking down or you're not looking up. Try and get it at eye level. So I have my laptop raised up. or if you're using a camera, DSLR, have it raised up on a tripod or on a book if it's your phone. Everyone does it. It doesn't matter. As long as the video is the content that your audience wants, it doesn't matter how you get it done. So if you can frame it, have most of yourself filling the space. So I'm just checking that I am. And there's a small space here. I'm probably a bit too much here. But most of you are filling space. So you don't have dead space up here. And then any in your background, nothing too distracting. So I'm hoping that there's no little monkeys appearing there. Because it's that time on a Friday afternoon that they are home. So fingers crossed. But you want your background to be not too distracting, but interesting, and then also to do possibly with your branding, or you can have it completely blurred out, which you would probably do on Zoom. So talking about lighting, if you don't have, your own lighting, use daylight as your best friend. However, try and remember to keep, if you're outside, have the sun at a level that it's not going to cause you to squint, so don't look directly into it. If you can find dapple shade for doing interviews, if it's really, really sunny, I have done that in previous interviews and it looks quite pleasant, but it also doesn't interfere with the subject talking in the video. If you're inside, if you use the light to lighten you, just make sure it's not going to have sunlight coming the whole way across. I have done a video where I've been in bright sunlight and blackness behind me, and then it's totally changed. So it's very distracting to the viewer. So on a sunny day, unfortunately, if you close the curtains but turn on the lights, it gives you a consistent, non-distracting light, and that's really, really good. Another thing we were talking about, and Ian touched on it earlier, was mindset and having the correct mindset to get yourself on video. So try and think of it, and I mentioned earlier as well, is try and think as if you're having a conversation with your friends. So I find it easier to just look at the wee dot where your camera is or the light where it is, and try and maybe, if it helps, cover your face on your screen so you don't keep looking down at it. I used to have a habit of looking at the word live for some reason, the wee live button. But try and stop yourself from distracting, because if you're talking directly to the camera, it means your audience will feel more engaged, because that's who you're trying to resonate with. That's who you're trying to have a conversation with, is your audience. So it's not great if I'm talking like this all the time, I'm not engaged with you. So try and think of it as your best friend. Another lady that talked about this was a lady called Vicky Blades, and she was in Northern Ireland Entrepreneurs. Now since moved to Zimbabwe, I think, no, Madagascar. And she talked a lot about that. Like, think of it as passing on a bit of gossip, so if you're having the crack, as they would say here, if you're having a bit of fun talking to a friend, think of it in that way. And then it makes the conversation, especially if it's just one-on-one, a lot easier. If it's just a piece to camera, it makes it a lot easier. If you find it easier and you can't do it on your own, get somebody to have a chat with you, and they can either be on camera, have a chat with you, or the way I've done it with videos is I've placed them slightly off because I'm interviewing them. And so they're talking to me off there. And so it makes them feel a lot more comfortable, more at ease, and it's more of an interview style. And you can both be in camera or in shot, or you can be just the person you're interviewing off camera. And that's the way you find they do it on news pieces as well. Another one we talked about earlier was lights. So one thing I did mention was I have a large ring light. I have a smaller ring light here now, which I've turned on in case the sunlight goes, because it's now disappeared from my windows and isn't shining directly on me. So I've taken down my green screen, although it was my white screen. So the ring light, if you wear glasses, quite often you can see the reflection and you can just about see it in the glasses. So some people I've interviewed, they can't take off their glasses because they just, they can't see, and it's not fair to them. So to get around that would be to place the ring light up above and slightly down, and then that way you don't have the direct on glare glass on the glasses. So it makes it look slightly better and less distracting. And so they're kind of all the main tips I wanted to talk about that just give you a little bit of a help to think about when you are creating videos for your business, whether it's a straight on piece to camera, whether it's a storytelling, or whether it's a more visual piece where you're going around your premises or your product or your service. Just some things to think about. So top tips would be think about your sound. And unfortunately, we are a little bit echoey here today. Wasn't planned, but that's just the way the situation happened. Lighting, camera, content, and just go for it. Done is better than perfect in a lot of the cases for when it comes to video, because especially live video, it means you get it done. It means you are in front of your customers. It means they see you more often, and it means they see the real you. So don't fret too much about the tech. I have done plenty of videos sitting in the car, passing out information to some of the groups I'm in, and that's what it's really about, is just getting the information, whether it's for inspiration, education, support, or whatever. It means it gets it in front of the people quicker and sooner. So before I hopefully talk to Justina this afternoon, I just want to say thanks to everyone that watched, anyone that shared, anyone that's given me support, and thank you to the Small Business Saturday and for my place in the Small Business 100. If anyone has any questions or any queries about what it is when it comes to video, you can head over to my social pages. So there's Ava Alexander Virtual Assistant, and then there's my group, the Video Visibility Lounge, as well as being able to find me on, and if I can, it'd be so easy to have a VA to actually do this while I'm here. So yeah, you can find me on the Video Visibility Lounge on Facebook. There is also Ava Alexander Virtual Assistant on Instagram and Facebook. Also Scale Alexander on LinkedIn. And then, of course, you can always drop me an email or just go onto my website. So hopefully that is all useful, whether you've watched that live or whether you're going to watch that on replay on whatever platform. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank to my guests. And hopefully we will get to talk to Justina, who is an ex-BBC editor and videographer, and she will give us some more tips. If not, I will post that video. I'll record it and post it later. But for now, have a great Friday, and hopefully talk to you soon.